100% coverage should be there, so that all the services that we are intending to give to the common public are given at the right time at the right place, and we are able to monitor. మీరు కూడా మీ ఫీల్డ్ స్టాఫ్ వెళ్ళారా లేదా? ఇప్పుడు టుడే ఎఫ్ఆర్ఎస్ అటెండెన్స్ సిస్టమ్ ఈస్ దేర్, బట్ since the network is not there, so it is an offline online kind of a thing. You will get to know only after a week, once he comes back and updates the data and all. Real time lo actual ga kavalante we need to have these towers. I request all of you to focus on that. కొంచెము ఫారెస్ట్ ఇష్యూస్ ఉండొచ్చు, బట్ ఐ థింక్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది థింగ్ దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ అనలైజ్ ఇస్ 99% ఆఫ్ ద కేసెస్ మీకు జిల్లా స్థాయిలో ఉన్న మీ కమిటీలోనే మీరు క్లియర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. ప్లీజ్ డూ నాట్, ఇన్ మోస్ట్ కేసెస్ డోంట్ సెండ్ ఇట్ టు హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్, బికాస్ వన్స్ యూ సెండ్ టు హెడ్ క్వార్టర్స్ దే విల్ బీ ఫోర్స్ టు సెండ్ టు చెన్నై అండ్ ఢిల్లీ అండ్ ఆల్. సో దయచేసి మీ లెవెల్లో మీ కమిటీ ఉంది, కమిటీలోనే మీరు క్లియర్ చేసుకుంటే ఈజీగా అయిపోతుంది. దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ రిక్వెస్ట్ టు ఆల్ ద కలెక్టర్స్. Please carry back the sheet, work on that. We've also been talking to all of you, of course. Last 6 months, 3-4 meetings would have put them with the VCs, working with the forest department also. Rahul sir also been very kind enough to clear all the proposals on time. So దయచేసి దీని మీద కొంచెం ఇంట్రెస్ట్ పెట్టుకోండి. So next, after the network issue, one very important thing is that Amravati Quantum Valley. These are just some theoretical concepts. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఎవరికి కూడా క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అనే దాని మీద లెక్చర్ ఇవ్వదలుచుకోలేదు, బట్ జస్ట్ క్యారీ బ్యాక్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ కెన్ స్పెండ్ 2 or 3 days ఆల్ ది కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఒకసారి, ద బ్యూటిఫుల్ వీడియోస్ ఇన్ యూట్యూబ్ ఆర్ ఆన్ ది ఇంటర్నెట్ అండ్ ఆల్, గో త్రూ దిస్, బికాస్ Andhra is becoming the hub of quantum computing. So you are the ambassadors in the districts. So you should also know what quantum computing is, that so that you are able to motivate the students, you are able to motivate the colleges to ensure that the curriculum includes these subjects, and the kids are really up to the mark. So we'll just go through the concepts, the entanglement, interference, decoherence, superposition and all. Slightly theoretical and slightly little complicated, but not very difficult. 3-4 days if you study, you will be on top of it. So I request you to do that. And then we try to show you what are quantum computing principles, what are the quantum algorithms, and what also the quantum computing challenges. The challenges are these are the challenges which are in quantum computing challenges. That is the reason, though the technology was available for a long time, only these days, because of the higher capacity of computing facilities available, we are able to get the best benefit of it. So ee concepts koncham chuskondi. So because you are the ambassadors of government at district level, you should be able to motivate the colleges and the universities and all. Applications వరకు వస్తే, this is a little bit, I think we can spend time here. So once the quantum computing facilities are available and physically available in there is absolutely no limit to the computational abilities that we can have. We can have new medicines, new drug discovery, medicines which are very specific to an individual. Today if you see cancer drugs are used when we apply it, it affects the entire body. So we can devise drugs which are very specific and to the individual, and works for the individual depending on his his DNA and his genetic composition. Material science, new kinds of materials can come. In fact, last month we had a IBM developed in consultation a new material which they are using in the cars. So which is basically improving the mileage and the efficiency of cars by around 18%. Imagine 18% efficiency on a car at a worldwide scale would mean that trillions of dollars of saving in terms of fuel and in terms of efficiencies. That kind of things are happening. And in finance, in fact, optimizing resources and also doing a lot of other permutations and combinations to best investment decisions, and could be possible through finance. And cryptography for breaking encryption methods. Just a matter of time, all the passwords that we are using will no longer be relevant, because somebody is going to crack them in microseconds. So we need to develop systems to take care of that. So these are the things that are in future. So if I go to the events, in the last 3 months, from the concept stage to getting the land allocated and MOU signing, to the Amravati Quantum Computing Company being formed, and company placing an order on IBM to bring the computer by about January to Quantum Valley in Amravati, so that we will have the first physical quantum computer of this scale. Of course, a little bit of 6 qubits and 8 qubits others are manufacturing, but 133 qubits is one of the largest in the world. And the intention is to take the capacity at Quantum Valley up to 2000 to 3000, which would be like no country has that kind of a capacity as on today. But I think we are on the right track to go there. So a lot of jobs can be created here. We'll be creating quantum test beds here where companies can come and test their algorithms. And hardware's also manufacturing. They're going big on hardware. We'll be coming out with a policy on incentives for hardware in the next couple of days. And a skilling academy will also is on the offing, where all the engineers and non-engineers who are interested in the quantum will be trained. So next, we're talking about the export targets. We're targeting by 2030 around 5,000 crores export should be happening from Amravati. A lot of scope for both software and hardware export that will be happening. And people also training is a very much part of it. Next, I am just trying to show that we didn't have anything, and from that time in the last 4 months, we now have a formal state quantum mission which is spearheading, and there's a quantum company is there, and the things are going. And just because all of us to be aware about what is happening in the quantum area, because a lot of people would be asking us, so what is happening in quantum, and also you should be knowing. And the strategic roadmap I've tried to show between 25 to 27. So would be phase 1, where we would be basically starting with education, research, commercialization, and becoming AP as a global leader. And 27 to 30, we should become export oriented and should be able to do a lot of pilot programs both in algorithms as well as hardware, and should be in a position to export. In fact, one good news is that the National Quantum Mission, which is the apex agency which takes care of the quantum, has called for applications for algorithms. More than half of the applications were filed from our state because of the state quantum mission and the impetus that is being given to it. 84 applications have gone to NQM, which is a good sign. And because these 84 applications, these people will come and start working out of Amravati, that will create a lot of this thing. And this is the Quantum Valley buildings that are going to come up. Almost 80,000 to 90,000 people can work from here. This will be housing the first quantum computer, and there is scope for expansion up to almost 3,000 qubits, which would suffice us for the next 5-6 years. Will be expanding. So my appeal to collectors is very simple. Please become advocates for quantum computing.
1 minute. What is the Quantum Valley? This is the buildings are going to come. Quantum mission is going to put its center. That is Quantum Valley, this one. What are your comments? 360 degree unda, Bhaskar? Back goda?
Sir, we can show it. Sir.
River front.
We can show it, sir. I have it with me, sir.
The first time kabatti, I want to show this. That is where Hyderabad high-tech city. This is Quantum Valley.
Yes, sir, I'll show it at the end of the slide, sir. I have it with me, sir. Yes.
చాలా ఎక్సర్సైజ్ చేసాం. మా వాళ్ళు ఎంత తొమ్మినా ఇంతవరకు వచ్చారు. ఎలాంటి ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్ అంతా బాగానే వచ్చింది. Okay.
It's around 80 lakh square feet, sir. 80,000 people can work, sir. And 3,000 qubits of system can be operating from here fully. This thing, sir.
Yes.
Yes. Sir, I'll go to the request from collectors is basically about emphasizing the subjects in college. The college students and all should be motivated to get into this area, because we need to create talent in that. And of course, the higher education department is already working on that. Please ensure that in the UG curriculum this also becomes integrated. Prepare the students, motivate them to in the quantum principles. And in fact, this should start from the school level itself, to ensure that in the schools also the subject is discussed, so students show interest, and then we prepare the students who are quantum ready. So next subject that we will be discussing is about WhatsApp governance. You know that this year in January we started this WhatsApp governance, where it started with the concept that today if you are able to order some food on Swiggy and Zomato using your smartphone, why should we really go to a government office to get our certificates? So with that concept we started this. The journey has been now the platform is such thing that in fact if you want to send outbound messages to citizens, we are using that. In fact all of you are aware that during the Yogandhra, this is the platform which we have used to send out messages to all regarding the various activities, and also time to time communication was given through this, which system is available. And then we can take feedback on service delivery, and certificates are being delivered, and all these certificates are now also enabled on DigiLocker. That means any certificate issued on WhatsApp is available on DigiLocker, so that any state or government of India, any application for any job or higher education and all, the DigiLocker certificate can be directly be consumed, so that people don't have to really physically submit the application. There is a multilingual support, there is a voice support also. In fact, using voice as easy as saying that please download a certificate, you can get those certificates. And all the certificates are what we have done is that they are integrated on blockchain, so we know who has given the certificate. If for example a revenue certificate has been issued by somebody, then we know that who is the where the application was given, who was the VRO who has first checked it, which RI has actually done the field inspection, and which DT or which Tehsildar has actually approved and given it. So we can have the entire the whoever has done it, we can do that. And if somebody at the back end, at the database level, if somebody wants to change it, so the blockchain the system, we can track that if somebody has changed it. Particularly very important for departments like registration department, where multiple transactions are done on the same land. So now we will be able to know that each transaction, who has authorized, who has done it, what point of time was done. So we will be able to very easily find out any kind of discrepancies or any mischief that can happen. So this is showing the services that we are currently offering. So in fact most departments that the services are on that. So 738 services totally are available. Almost 2 crore transactions have happened so far, and 30 departments are there now in the Manamitra. Now on the services that we are giving through Manamitra, my request to all the collectors is that if you are giving any offline services which are not part of the Manamitra, maybe these services are created by you in the district or your predecessor, which you are giving across the table, please get them on board to WhatsApp. Departments have already been onboarded. If you have done anything or your predecessors have been done, please bring it to Me Seva, and don't keep it in silos, because again coming to offices and all is not a good thing. Now we're taking feedback on each services. The department wise feedbacks are that. So every week from the citizens who are using Manamitra services, we are taking feedback. We are also giving to the departments, so that departments can improve their services. These are the ratings, and then the feedback analysis also we have done. So for example, the departments like revenue, the most of the feedback from the common public is that procedures are a little more complicated. There is a delay in response. Sometimes services are not working as the original database. There is an error, and department is calling to office. This is one thing that has come. And CDMA services issue, police department again calling to office, little bit of complicated procedure. Presence department, nothing to find fault with anybody. This is a journey. I think together we can work on that and to ensure that this is a seamless this thing. But even after putting all these services on Manamitra, still a lot of services are being issued of course online, not physically, but through an intermediaries like the Me Seva and also to the GSWS Seva, as well as certain departments are having their own apps through which they are giving services. We request you to slowly start minimizing that to ensure that people can get their services from their home itself. Now in fact, if you want any certificates or if there is any clarification is required, within the Manamitra itself, we have put a workflow where you can actually ask the citizen to upload through WhatsApp itself. He can take a photo of any other document that you are requesting. He can take a photo and upload directly to you, so that he need not be called to the office. I request that please to the field staff, please don't call them to office. If anything is required through the same WhatsApp system, documents can be asked. So we are also doing an analysis on for which services they are being called again and again. What are the certificates that are going to be, for which you are calling again. So we'll try to ensure that that part is also automated, so that you don't have to actually call anybody for office. So even after that, I think we need to ensure that most services are Manamitra first. Request to the collectors is that a little bit of campaign is required. To all the citizens have to be basically a learning curve is there. Citizens have to be, our GSW's functionaries can be sent. They can sit with the citizens, make them do a couple of transactions, so that citizens are also become very easy and hands-on with the process. Of course, it's a fairly easy process, but there is always new things are a little fearful. Please do that. And also again, I said that please don't call to the offices. So this is regarding the Manamitra. Now I come to the next subject, data lake. Data lake, as you can see that all departmental data sets we have almost, when we analyze, there are 6 petabytes of data of the entire state, which includes citizen data, which includes the kind of physical infrastructure like our buildings or roads and other infrastructure. All this data is available. This data, we are taking it and we are creating tables so that each data point will be speaking to other data points. So that is the final thing. We want to be a proactive government than a reactive government. So why should Anganwadi actually go to house and find out who are in Anganwadi, who are not in Anganwadi? That data should be there with the Anganwadi system directly. And then you should only have exceptions that X number of children are currently not enrolled, and you focus energies only on them to get into Anganwadi, rather than going to each house and finding out who is actually there or not. And there should be a single source of truth. And for example, every time you do a review, you ask your field people to submit data, and you know that every time the data is different. So that should go. The name of streets, the name of villages, the name of municipalities, everything should be same. The name of individual should be one and same. It cannot be different at different places. So this is the data like about we would request, first thing is that please don't create new data sets in the district. Whatever you are doing, try to work with RTGS ourselves and ensure that you are creating into our system and not into don't create silos. This is both for departments as for individuals. Most of the data sets are already there with us. Some 10 departments are pending, most of them because of Government of India or local issues. In fact, this week we are hopeful that we will close this also. So entire data sets are available, and in fact we would need not really wait for the full data lake to be there. So any applications that you require today, if a particular district collector thinks that I want to do certain thing and I would require some data sets to be analyzed and certain outputs are required, if you ask it, we would be happy to give you that. Of course, when we complete the data lake, the error would be low. But even today it is possible, because all data sets, most of the data sets except 4 or 5 Government of India data sets, they are all having Aadhaar as a unique identifier. So most data sets, in fact, entire citizens of the 5.4 crore population of the state, we have Aadhaar. Everybody has an Aadhaar. All of you know that. And each household is also mapped, and everybody in the household, their Aadhaars are also mapped. The data sets are there. So any analysis that you want is possible. So please don't hesitate to ask for it if you want to do anything, and we'd be happy to help you out. This is both for the collectors and the departments. So next I come to RTGS Lens. RTGS Lens is if you use it properly, it's a very good tool. In fact, RTGS Lens is for us to take a decision making. These are real-time dashboards are available, and in fact you can ask any query using a natural language. You need not create new tables and all. As easy as asking is that in your district, if you can ask that in Narega, the mandal wise list of the Narega works done during the last week. If you ask this specific question, you will get that specific answer, table will be given to you. So that is possible. So please use it more. And then now we always ask our field people to again, ask for reports, create data and all. You need not do that if the data sets are available. Of course, the governance in a snapshot it can do. Now, last week we also got a new facility. You can actually make PPTs out of the data set. You can just ask the RTGS lens. You can go and type and say, make a PPT for me from this data set.
Next time, collectors conference, we are going to prepare agenda మొత్తం కూడా త్రూ ప్రజెంటేషన్ రియల్ డేటా. కాబట్టి 3 months టైం ఫర్ యూ. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన అజెండా మీరు చూశారు, అవన్నీ కరెక్ట్ చేసి విల్ గివ్ యూ షెడ్యూల్ లైక్ దిస్ అండ్ దెన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ ఇట్ డన్. దట్ విల్ బి సర్క్యులేటెడ్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీబడి.
So one request to all the secretaries and HODs and collectors is that there are 360 processes we have brought, but this is not the limit. There are many more. So we would request that in your internal reviews, whatever you are reviewing, whatever data sets on which you are reviewing, please tell us. We'll ensure that they are available here. So if you are doing something manually, if you are getting any reports manually, please let us know. We'll ensure that those data flows are created. And in fact, if anybody is doing it manually today, we'll also be happy to create a digital workflow for you so that those data sets are coming to us. So, sir,
now, can you have October month training for all head of the departments?
Yes.
And also ministers, first ministers, then collectors, head of the department, secretaries.
Yes.
ఎట్లా మనం అనుకున్నాం, అది ముందు అదైతే మొత్తం సెట్ అయిపోతుంది.
Yes. First, sir, all of them can start using this, sir, for doing this. Should be the norm, and any exceptions should be brought to us so that we make it also norm, so that all data comes to us as in a single workflow. Your work will be easier, as Honorable CM sir always says, smart work. A lot of time is spent in just collecting data and preparing PPTs and all. We are making it easy for you, but help us help you better by ensuring that all the data sets are here. If only few data sets are here, still the manual thing will keep on happening. It's a very powerful tool. Please use it. This is for you. I would request all of you to focus on that. These are the data sets that are available, sir. And now the system is set in place. Any number of new data sets, we can add it without much difficulty. Please take care of that, sir.
Bhaskar, you have another 5 minutes.
Yes, we come to Aware, sir. In terms of Aware, is a system where we are building data sets in such a way that to save life or property or giving alerts to people, it can be done on a real-time basis. I'll not get into the technical part of it. For example, rainfall. If you have a lightning strike, all of you realize that you are getting messages on rainfall, lightning strikes you are getting. And anything which is an emergency, which you will get an alert, and anything which is not emergency but which has an effect on the economy or which has like on agriculture productivity or on industrial output or anything, you get as an advisory. So if you can see that this is live. So I would request all the collectors to use this in your real life for planning. I'm happy to inform, sir, the logistic companies have already started using it, sir. We didn't even realize because this was in public domain. So transport companies and logistics are planning this for planning their, vehicle movement and all, because the rainfall prediction, lightning prediction and all, they are taking it. So all the private sector is generally one step ahead of us. They are using our data sets. I would request all of you to start also using the Aware data sets which are available. There are no passwords and all. This is in public domain. Please use it. It is so detailed that even for a small MI tank, the catchment area, ఎంత వర్షం పడింది, ఆ MI tank లో ఎంత వాటర్ వెళ్తుంది అనేది కూడా the data sets are available, so that you can plan it better. Where water is being released, the catchment area కింద areas కి మనం చేయొచ్చు. So these are the cases which are already there, and by the end of the month and October end, November kalla మేము balance cases also will make available to you. So one experiment we have done, sir, 26 villages in 26 districts. All the districts we have put in a system where automatically from our RTGS we are able to send the messages. So we put a system like this, sir. It's a low cost system. So through this, sir, rainfall aina, lightning aina, it gives a siren. It also gives a voice message to all the villages that there is going to be lightning strike. please be careful. So this is for those people who don't see what messages, WhatsApp messages, generally a little bit of unaware people and all. Very loud siren which is మొత్తం అందరికి వినపడుతుంది. And POC has been good, sir, successful.
ఎన్ని దిక్కులు పెట్టారు ఇది?
26 villages, each district ఒకటి పెట్టించాం సార్. So that they can also, collectors కూడా చెక్ చేసుకుంటారు.
Proof of concept.
Yes sir, proof of concept is fairly working well, sir.
What is the cost?
Sir, cost is coming to around 2 lakh rupees, sir, each system. మనం టవర్ అది కట్టి పెద్దగా పెడితే ఇట్ వాస్ కాస్టింగ్ మోర్. సో వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ కొంచెం లో కాస్ట్లో ఒక హైయెస్ట్ హైట్లో ఉన్న బిల్డింగ్ ఒకటి తీసుకుని అక్కడే కనెక్టివిటీస్ పెట్టుకుంటాం సార్. వన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఈజ్ సార్, ఈవెన్ డ్యూరింగ్ ఏ సైక్లోన్ వెన్ ది నార్మల్ సెల్ ఫోన్ టవర్స్ పడిపోయినా కానీ ఇస్రో శాటిలైట్స్ యూస్ చేసుకుని we will be able to send the messages, sir. That's the biggest advantage of this system. So we'll try to see this some more.
What about disaster management to set up this? From your cost, disaster management?
సార్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ సార్. డిజాస్టర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ కింద ఎస్టీఎంఎఫ్ కింద ఇది శాంక్షన్ చేయొచ్చు సార్, ఇవ్వచ్చు. కానీ ఇప్పుడు అంత ఫండ్ ఎస్టీఎంఎఫ్లో లేదు సార్. ప్రతి సచివాలయంలో
ఎంత అవుతుంది దీనికి?
సార్
మొత్తం స్టేట్ అంతా ప్రతి సచివాలయంలో పెట్టాలంటే సార్ 340-50 crores అవుతుంది. 90 crores దే హ్యావ్ సార్. ఫర్ దట్ అమౌంట్ కొంచెం ఎక్కువ వల్నరబుల్ ఉన్నటువంటి హ్యాబిటేషన్స్లో విల్ స్టార్ట్ దిస్ ఇయర్.
ఐడెంటిఫై వల్నరబుల్ విలేజెస్, హిస్టారికల్ డేటా, హాట్ స్పాట్స్ అక్కడ ముందు పెట్టండి. ఒక 10-15 crores పెట్టి చేసి ఎన్ని వస్తాయి? 10 crores అంటే మొత్తం ఆల్మోస్ట్ ఆల్ మీకు
500 దాకా వస్తాయి.
500 వస్తాయి. 500 వల్నరబుల్ స్పాట్స్ పెట్టండి ముందు. అది పైలట్ జరిగినండి. దాన్ని మోడిఫై చేసి కాస్ట్ తగ్గించి 500 కాకపోతే 600 వస్తాయి 10 crores. దానిపైన మళ్ళీ ఆలోచిద్దాం. అది మెయింటెనెన్స్ కూడా అవుట్ సోర్సింగ్ ఇవ్వండి. ఓకే.
Yes, sir. Next, sir, I'll come to, sir, DRTG, sir. In fact, all of you have RTG centers in the district. For a long time, they have not been, I know 6-7 years, they have not been doing that. Now the work has restarted on that. I would request all of you to review that. I've given the status of these things. Please ensure that it is done, because your CCTV analytics will also be available, so that you will be able to take action. And DRT's works have started in all the districts. Please review that and ensure that target is that by October please complete all the works and all, so that this facility is available for all the whole districts. So you can do that, sir. I'll just spend 2-3 minutes on drone usage. Now the drone portal is available. We are able to track the drone usage. So here is the snapshot of the usage in the district, usage wise, use case wise, as well as district wise. So you need to focus on that. Please ensure that the usage improves. The more usage is there, the cost will come down. If more drone users are there and more drone providers are there, the cost will be lower. So I would request you to focus on that, all the collectors. So single search bar and agent space, this is like the agent space we are creating for the government servant. So here data has to be fed into the system. The more the data is there, it would be better. For example, ChatGPT spent billions of dollars, spent almost 6 to 7 years to reach where they are. The last 3 months, almost around 80 lakh documents we have filed into the system. The more rich the documents are, the more number of documents are there, more it would be better. So I would request you to ensure that you do that. So in fact, we have seen where departments have done the documentation is better, the output is being better. So that is the thing, sir. And then, sir, I'll come to agent space. This is the status, sir. I would request collectors to focus on get more data into that. And then a little bit on AI use cases. In the almost 122 AI use cases we are working on, we'll share the list with you. The request is that please do not duplicate it, because these are being done by the department itself. All of you will have access to these UI use cases, and from 36 departments we can work on that. So this is the use cases. Finally, Ratan Tata Innovation Hub. So we're creating a decentralized and inclusive innovative ecosystem to foster entrepreneurship with the Honorable CM slogan of one family, one entrepreneur. This is a one-stop platform where any person with any idea can come in. So this is the vision and objectives we have. We need to work with startups. 25 POCs have to be done by each department, and we have also asked some budget to be put. and 10 centers of excellence, almost a lakh employment and 20,000 new startups is our thing. Section 8 companies have been formed. You know that at 6 districts, your joint collectors are part of the Section 8 companies. The 6 districts are fully aware about it. For the presentation, rest presentation is because for the other districts, now is the time that you should get involved with the RTH, other district collectors also, the nearest RTH. This is the organization structure. It's consisting of corporate partners, also the education and research partners, as well as one joint collector from the district is part of the board of governance, and there is an executive committee and there is a functional this thing. All these people are mostly they have all been recruited. The buildings are ready. Staff have been put in place. You have enough staff available. So now is the time we really take it to the next level. This slide, I think I'll take it 1 minute on that. Now what we need to work on that is that if you can see, there are 4 specific blocks that we are working. One are the startups in your district. There may be formal startups, non-formal startups. We need to work them and get them into Ratan Tata Innovation Hub. And MSMEs particularly, where there may not be an innovation, but product improvement, product perfection, marketing support, financial support are the things that we need to give to MSME. And rural and social impact entrepreneurship particularly will work with SERP, MEPMA and all, where they may not be financially viable, but something helping the society is also one part we want to do. Particularly students also we need to do. In fact, the last 1 month we have started working with all the colleges and all, where the RTH staff are going to every college, telling them about the RTH, the innovation ecosystem, trying to motivate all the kids who are in the colleges and universities to come up with ideas and all. A database is being created. In fact, all the startup database and student database is available. So please ensure that it is taken to the logical. This is the logical way it went from ideation to how to scale up. We have shown, and services offered in RTH have shown the financial services, also the intellectual property, bank linkages that we are providing. But technology platforms we are providing, infrastructure is being providing. In fact, the technology services and the softwares and the hardware that we are providing in RTH also have if individually each company has to buy this and do it, it's going to be a very costly affair. It's going to make the cost increase. So that we are providing at RTH hubs and spokes. So that please ensure that these are all physically available and people are coming and all. I would request you that in the initial stage you can go once in a fortnight, spend half an hour or 1 hour in RTH, see what is happening, and in your daily activities also make it a part of your activities. And for the next 3 months, we have shown the activities what we need to do. You can carry back this PPT, work on this. We have also given specific targets and numbers for all of you for each RTH, hub and spoke. We can work on these numbers. These are the KPIs for the RTH functionality to be monitored. Clear KPIs have been put, so that we have put. Now we've also put in a software called Accuvate, end-to-end management of RTH from the time a person walks into the RTH hub or spoke, or from the time we go to the colleges, universities, or we do any hackathons and shows. From that stage to from management to hackathon to mentor management to finally scaling up, everything can be done on a digital platform. So you will get access to the digital platform. You can keep on monitoring what is happening in the hub or the spoke which you have. So we would request district collectors to focus on that. These are the districts that are covered in those areas, of course geographically. But if there is an idea, people can walk anywhere. Online portal is also available, where people can express their ideas and get support also. Physical also they can walk in. These are being made available. This is the process that which we are using to do that. And what I would request collectors to please identify the focus area. For example, Godavari district could be focusing on aquaculture, agriculture, and other core areas. Rayalaseema could be focusing on their core strengths. Other areas could be focusing on their North Coast could be focusing on industrial, chemical, other core strengths that they have. So please identify your core strengths. Ensure that you talk to all those stakeholders. Ensure that they are becoming part of the RTH. So thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Okay. Now, first collectors, you can any clarifications or any suggestions or any doubts?
సార్
Please.
సార్ మీరు క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ సెంటర్ డిజైన్ గురించి రెస్పాన్స్ అడిగారు సార్. దాని గురించి అంటే జస్ట్ 2 minutes.
యా,
అది స్క్రీన్ మీద
ఒకసారి చూపించండి.
అవి పెడితే
క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్.
నేను రంగారెడ్డి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్లో ట్రైనింగ్ అయ్యాను సార్. అప్పుడు హైటెక్ సిటీ అనేది లేనప్పుడు నేను హైదరాబాద్ సిటీని చూశాను. అలాగే ఆ జాబ్లోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు మీరు హైటెక్ సిటీ గురించి ప్లాన్ చేయడం, తర్వాత వచ్చాక పరిస్థితి ఎట్లాగా మారింది అనేది మొత్తం అంతా కూడా నేనైతే పర్సనల్గా విట్నెస్ చేశాను సార్. దట్ ఫినామినల్ డెవలప్మెంట్. బిల్ క్లింటన్ గారు హైటెక్ సిటీకి రావడం అరౌండ్ 2000 ఇయర్ అనుకుంటా, మీరు ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని హోస్ట్ చేయడం అది మర్చిపోలేను సార్. అంటే అప్పుడు హైటెక్ సిటీ గురించి మాట్లాడినప్పుడు కూడా బహుశా ఈరోజు క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ గురించి, క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ అమరావతి, క్వాంటమ్ కంప్యూటింగ్ వ్యాలీ గురించి మాట్లాడేవారికండి కొంతమందికి ఎవరికైతే అనుమానాలు ఉన్నాయో హైటెక్ సిటీ చూసిన వాళ్ళందరికీ అయితే మాత్రం చాలా కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఉంది. ఖచ్చితంగా హైటెక్ సిటీ తోటి హైదరాబాద్ సిటీ సైబరాబాద్ సిటీగా దేశంలో ప్రపంచంలోనే ఎట్లా మార్పు చెందిందో మనకి కూడా అలాంటిది వస్తుందని చెప్పేసి నమ్మకం ఉంది సార్. అట్లాగే మనకి అమరావతి క్వాంటమ్ టెక్నాలజీ హ్యాకథాన్ 2025 సెమీఫైనల్స్కి 5 డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ది మా జిల్లాలో జరిగింది సార్. మాకు భీమవరంలో ఎస్ఆర్కేఆర్ కాలేజ్లో జరిగింది. ఆ సెమీఫైనల్స్ ఈవెంట్కి కూడా నేను అటెండ్ అయ్యాను సార్. అక్కడ చాలా కాలేజ్, ఆల్ 5 డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ నుంచి, ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజెస్ నుంచి మెంటర్స్, ప్రొఫెసర్స్, స్టూడెంట్స్ చాలా ఎంతూజియాస్టిక్గా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేశారు. వాళ్ళంతా కూడా ఈ ఈవెంట్ అంటే ఎమర్జింగ్ టెక్నాలజీస్లో ఇంత అడ్వాన్స్ థింకింగ్ తోటి ఈ ప్రాబ్లమ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ ఇచ్చి స్టూడెంట్స్ని ఇప్పటి నుంచి ఇన్స్పైర్ చేసి ఆ ఏరియాలో ఆలోచించే విధంగా మీరు ఇన్స్పైర్ చేయడం అనేది వాళ్ళంతా కూడా చాలా గ్రేట్ఫుల్గా ఫీల్ అయ్యారు సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. దెన్ అదర్ కలెక్టర్.
Sir,
Anybody?
Anakapalli, sir.
అనకాపల్లి.
Yes, sir. Sir, we have data on government infrastructure, be it Anganwadis or roads, sir, hospitals. But can it be mapped
already available.
on the lines of Gati Shakti and give us, and it will assist collectors in making decisions priority wise, sir, like where
Yeah.
all the critical infrastructure gaps.
It is
and
there,
we will
it is
be,
there.
Doing sir.
The mapping as through APSAC, we have put it on Gati Shakti. You can check it out. One more thing what we have done is that we have exchanged the data with the Google Maps API. All our public infrastructure data has been shared with Google Maps. It will be available on Google Maps. Anything missing which Google had, which we didn't have, that also we are taking from them. The exchange has been done. So Google Maps will show you the data. For example, every Anganwadi, everything will be there. That API is there available to us. That will be integrated. That will be
That
there.
is a data mapping, sir. What we want is like advice. This is the area where you should be concentrating on. For example, see, this is an Anganwadi, this is the population. We have the data, how many deliveries happened in that particular area. Now I should be knowing whether I should concentrate on this or on the other area or wherever I have an issue
Understood,
with the
sir.
drain. Yes, sir.
So that is part of the data lake, sir. But in before
Data-
data lake is there, if you want, we'll prepare an application and give it to you for decision making.
డేటా లేక్ వచ్చే లోపల కూడా యాజ్ ఆన్ టుడే మీకు ఆ పోర్టల్ నుంచి వస్తుంది కదా ఇప్పుడు
Gati Shakti, sir.
గతిశక్తి నుంచి, కానీ మీ దీంట్లో కూడా ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేశారు
Integrate
కదా.
chesam, sir. Google API we can take, sir. We have shared with them, so we have the data sets with us, sir.
నో, అందుకే నేను ఏమంటానంటే యాజ్ ఆన్ టుడే యూ కెన్ ఆపరేట్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్.
Sir.
వాళ్ళకు ఒక ఐడియా రావాలంటే యూ మస్ట్ హ్యావ్ వన్ ట్రైనింగ్ విత్ దామ్. డేటా లెన్స్లో కూడా యాజ్ ఆన్ టుడే యూ కెన్ గివ్,
Yes.
యూ కెన్ ప్రొవైడ్ ఆల్ సర్వీసెస్ వాట్ దే ఆర్ రిక్వెస్టింగ్. డేటాలో ఎక్కువ వస్తే ఇంకా పర్ఫెక్ట్ వస్తుంది. దాన్ని ఇంటిగ్రేట్ చేస్తున్నారు. మ్యాక్సిమం డెడ్ లైన్ ఈజ్
November end, sir. Yes.
నవంబర్ ఎండ్.